Can you get across?
Go. Oh, nice of you to join me, Connor. Too far from your companion. Well, tell him to hurry the frig up. Jeez Louise. Use the trees. Alright.
Can you find a way in?
Jeez, I gotta do everything, don't I?
Attention.
You are freaking useless, Connor. Freaking useless. Can you find a way in? I'm too dumb to see the path. I'm an assassin, you know. My daddy was a Templar. He was a better character than me. You know they forced me to skin animals, right? I didn't want to. I didn't have any reason to. But they forced it anyway. Alright. In we go. Kill this man. Now what? Oh, you want to send more people at me? Okay. Oh, I threw that guy over the railing. I didn't know I could do that. He dead? Oh, he's not even dead. That's funny. What are you gonna do? You gonna stop me from entering the watchtower because you're not quite dead yet? Now, can I get back up there again? What's the game be like? No, you can't get back up there again. You're not supposed to be down here. Well, hell, man. I seriously not get back up there? Seriously? Is this really a thing? Maybe I can have to swing over a branch to get up there. Maybe there's a hill here I can do. Get onto that branch again. Get up this thing? Can I climb this thing? Got little spikes on it. Why can't I climb it? Oh, come on, game. You can't be this broken. I mean, it takes skill to be this broken. There you go. Alright, back over. Again. Now we can finally get in here. Yep, now we can finally get in there.
What? George? Is it you?
Officer Davidson, if you would kindly pay me the respect my rank commands now.
Fighting for the British? And working for my enemy who would enslave you? I'll say something's rank.
Ha! The Loyalists have guaranteed my freedom. I will fight for it and win it for myself.
Really?
Meanwhile, the slaves and the poor are targets in New Orleans.
Been that many years,
and you
huh?
play the hero in New York. Who do you serve? And do you really think yourself free? Charity should begin at himself, Miss Aveline.
Damn this guy. Can't freaking see a damn thing. This is gonna be one of those stupid things where, like, you're in a tiny confined corner and this guy can block all your hits. Okay, maybe not. Maybe that was a lot easier than I made it out to be. I mean, the guy's running around with a freaking stab wound. Several, in fact. What? Wait, where? There's cracks in this wall, right? Okay, I was gonna say, I see cracks in the wall and she wouldn't grab them. Oh, come on, you won't grab any of these? I'm gonna grab... Okay, this is a little bit... This is wonky here. Like, it's very hard to see what you can grab and can't grab. Alright, are you gonna put me right at the timer, or do I have to kill this guy again? Alright, right at the timer, that's good. Actually, we don't have the awesome music going anymore. Go. Oh, I'm glad they did that. I didn't have to do it.
I had hoped it would not come to this. Now, in death, eternal freedom.
You mock me. I chose my destiny. That is real freedom. Perhaps one day you will know it too.
Who is the company man?
The answer has been in your own backyard all along. Just open your eyes.
Did you find what you sought?
Yeah, without your help.
And much that I didn't. Connor, are you always certain in the means and ways of the Brotherhood?
And also, are you always an asshole?
I trust my own hands.
Yeah, okay. You are always an asshole.
Travel safely.
It's the arrival that concerns me.
Then you are on the right path.
Yeah, I would never take any advice from Connor. Never. Never in a million years. I was going to say, where are they going to put me now? George Davison gave just enough clues as the identity as a company man is with a heavy heart that Evelyn returns home. In her non-furry assessment. The truth uncovered, the logical conclusion awaits. Is it logical? Because I kind of feel like they're throwing stuff at the wall right now. Certainly a conclusion awaiting. Not sure if it's logical or not. But we'll see. Meantime, I'm going to grab some money here. They literally threw it right in front of my face. Excuse me, gentlemen. Evelyn, I just want you to jump across there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. On we go. Is this the... There's a weapon shop here. I kind of want to look... I think this is... Our trade ship just got done. Is this where I can do the trade ships too? No, apparently not. Machete. That's our heavy cavalry sword. Naval axe. Boarding axe. I mean, there's more things that do more damage, but not quite as much chain kill. Axe. Royal blade. Okay. Get our fast poison darts. Oh, they are full. Dark darts. I don't have that many. Okay, that's fine. I think we're fine here. Famous last words, but I think we're fine. Really, I think I could do... I could manage the stuff from inside these things here, but I didn't see the trade. I guess I can't do that anymore. I swear it was allowing me to do that at some point. Maybe it's just certain spots. Anyway, let's head to the memory. Let's do it. Find out who the company man is. You say? bad guys in this square here. We're running past them.
Il y a de plus en plus de gens étranges.
Oh, run back home. Okay. Makes sense, I suppose. I like how they have a barn underneath the house, so it's like having a garage.
Aveline, what a pleasant surprise. I trust you had a safe journey? Safety? Ha! What a quaint concept. Aveline, are you well? You may quit your maternal act, company man. I'm well aware of your true identity.
Oh, Aveline, do not be so angry. Do you think that I do not know where you go when you climb through your window to the rooftops at night? How you played the dainty daughter to your doting father? How you pretend to blend with slaves of all people? As if you could conceal your true self from me. My dear, sweet stepdaughter, you are alive today because I needed you. Because I still need you.
For what?
Sit down.
Okay. Well, that's a weird twist. Okay.
Stop right there!
A little late for that, don't you think? My men will kill you. Then what will be left of your precious brotherhood? At ease. Look at us. So sad. How many years have we worked together for the slaves?
You kept them enslaved, on your own terms, out of sight for your ill gain.
You ended that, as was my intention. Monsieur de Ferrer had different ideas. He perverted my peaceful colony into something ugly. You had to kill him. I owe you gratitude.
I don't believe you.
Aveline, I love you. I raised you as my own. I was unable to bear children, but you brought light to my life.
My whole life you lied to me.
I am sorry. It was necessary. A mother's duty is to protect. But look at me now in the light of truth. You, who know so well the pain of a life lived in secret, shrouding your power in petticoats and lace, pretending obedience to men who deny you the right to your own abilities. Am I really so strange to you? I needed you to quash the terrorist elements in my organization. I need you still. I cannot let the assassins waste your talents. You are too valuable to me.
As a tool to manipulate?
I know you have been frustrated. Agate.
I disobeyed. De Ferrer would still live if he had his way.
You see, your aims match mine. Join me, Aveline. Finish what you started.
Got full sync on sequence 9, apparently. Or at least on that one, anyway. On that memory. Following a confrontation with the company man, Madeleine de Uzil, her beloved stepmother, Aveline finds herself confused and alone. She journeys to the bayou to seek Agate's counsel and test her own faith in the Brotherhood.
Agate.
The student returns. Why? What use have you suddenly found for old Agate?
I have discovered the identity of the company man.
What? Did you not kill him years ago?
That was not the company man.
You ignored my warning, and now you see your error.
It was your responsibility to know as much as mine, Agate. I was a child when you brought me into the Brotherhood and made me an assassin. You pretended to protect me, to root out the enemy. And all along, my own stepmother, Madeleine, was the company man.
Iniquity runs in the family.
What, am I gonna fight him now? What the hell?
Agate, stop! Recover your senses! No. It cannot be. Agate! What have you done to me?
The Order is the future.
Who?
The hell? Oh, did he hit me with something?
What?
Okay.
Look at you wear. I didn't win.
Oh, take no damage? Really? Tomakando and his guards?
Does your conscience attack you?
Agate! Stop!
That day, when the sailors attacked you, I should not have intervened. I thought you had the spirit of a warrior, like your mother. But you only take after your father, that waxy, pale slave master.
You have no right!
Our aims must not be so different.
Okay, I guess I'll be down here then.
Even I'm just still just
Or not. I kicked him to death. Physics. Physics. What are they? Damn, this it's so it's like the frame rate is all over the place, and it's hard to, like, everything's just stuttering left and right.
Agate! Stop!
That day, when the sailors attacked you,
Complete the mission in 5 minutes.
not
You're
have
freaking
intervened.
kidding me.
I thought you had
All these
the
freaking
spirit of a
guys?
warrior, like your mother. But you only
Can I
take
just
after
run
your
past them?
father, that waxy, pale slave master.
You have no right!
Our aims must not be so different.
What the?
No, it's an illusion.
What are you doing?
You are mistaken.
Come on. Oh, come the frig on. Really? Like, how many times do I have to hit E and then spacebar and then... Because there's only 2 different ways you can do this. Right?
Agate! Stop!
That day,
Oh,
when the
Jesus.
sailors attacked you, I should not have intervened.
Yet another game that shows you all the bad parts of the combat right at the end.
But you only take after your father, That waxy, pale slave master.
You have no right.
Our aims must not be so different.
No, it's an illusion.
Who do you think you are?
Come on, you bastard. Come on.
No.
A poisonous deception. Nothing more.
Just open your eyes.
Agate, it doesn't have to be like this. The shards of the Chichen Itza disc. Work with me. Tell me what they are for.
Hey.
I told you never to speak to me of that! The knowledge, it will destroy us all!
And without it, we will continue to stumble blindly towards what?
Not towards. Away! Put it from your mind!
Mentor, do not force my hand. The Agate who trained me is a man of truth and courage. I know he still lives within you. Let him out again.
Oh. What have I wrought? I should have stayed with your mother. You should have been my child. Raised as a daughter. Not twisted into this monster.
Go now, Agate. Run. And promise never to return.
You would bid me a coward's, slow, pointless death? As you did Ulloa? I will not live with the dishonor!
Agate! No!
I will fall to my own death? Okay. Sure, that's fine. I completed the mission in 5 minutes, but it didn't take no damage. You gotta be kidding me on that. Agate's failure as an assassin and his lack of trust in Evelyn leaves her company adrift. Returns to Madeline ready to embrace her stepmother's cause. Really? So she's going to join the Templars? Really? After all that? Why don't I believe that she's going to join the Templars?
He is dead. And the disc?
I remember that this is has been edited by
Do you swear to uphold
Templars.
the principles of our order and all that for which we stand?
I do.
To never share our secrets nor divulge the true nature of our work?
I do.
And to do so from now until death, whatever the cost?
I do.
Then I welcome you into our arms, sister. Together we shall usher in the dawn of a new world, one in which our hands will ensure that all things find their proper place. My daughter, you are one of us now. May the Father of Understanding guide us.
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
Yeah, I don't think that's the real ending. Wonder if they're gonna. I wonder if this is a fake out credit sequence. Yeah, it's definitely a fake out credit sequence. Kill Sizz and E in less than 2 minutes. Go this way. Oh, no. Why would you keep running that way? I wanted you to keep going on the banister. Why would you stop going on the banister and suddenly jump off like that? What's wrong with you, Evelyn? Yeah. Oh, that was not the right way to go. I don't know why I thought that was the correct way to go. But that was not the correct way to go at all. That was just background, just a background image that you could climb on for some reason. Come on, get up. Oh, come on, get up there. Jesus Christ. How much more straight do I need to be on there? I guess I gotta go up there, probably. On that thing, or go over here. I have no idea. No idea this is the correct path or not. No clue. Well, that looks like Sizz and E, so maybe. Got him. And probably in 2 minutes. Yeah, I did. Got full sync. How about them apples?
It does not work! Why can't I understand? It cannot be. I refuse to believe it. All these wasted years, a lifetime of sacrifice, and... we have all the pieces, I am certain of it. Unless...
Well, I defeated her. She came right at me and all I did was stab her. Wonder why we were
Why?
dressed up still as assassins.
Chichen Itza and De Ferrer, but I see through you.
My daughter. No.
Daughter? Only two people can call me that. You banished one and sacrificed the other. Foxglove. You killed my father with your care and your tonic. Why? Because he never truly loved you? And Jeanne? My mother? You stole her child, sent her away. You kept her enslaved even after my father had freed her. And now you attempt to return me to that fate.
In the service of humanity. In work. The purpose for which you were created. We were created. The highest purpose.
I will not serve you.
That's a little bit better.
Eve will lead us through the war of generations.
There will be great sacrifice, great sorrow to end the enslavement of the human race.
Now is the time to claim our freedom. Are you with us?
I am.
Eve will lead us.
Eve will lead us.
It is done.
It certainly is. Now we're getting the real credits, probably. Alright, friends. I actually finished it up a lot sooner than I thought I would. Well, there you go. That has been Assassin's Creed Liberation. And we got the true ending, which is far better than the other ending that they showed there. Because remember, along the way, this whole Citizen E thing was that it was, Abstergo is, you're playing an Abstergo game, and they have edited the memories that are playing back so that it's more favorable to the Templars. When in fact, the assassins were really still on the ball, and so that was good. I'm glad I went off camera and did all the Citizen E thing, because otherwise the game had ended right where it was there. That would have been really, really angry. But it was okay. I mean, it was a nice little snippet of a story. I can see why people who have reviewed this game on Steam and whatnot have said that the story was very haphazard and kind of slapped together and didn't really follow a logical path. And it's true. There's a lot of just there's a lot of skipping around without enough. There's not enough meat on the bones of the story, I think. I actually really like that it stayed to the point. Like, it didn't make us run halfway across the map all the time. I mean, there were a couple times, but not all the time. It kind of jumped you to where you needed to be. But I kind of liked that it didn't have that much fat on it. Especially nowhere near as much fat as like Assassin's Creed 3 did, or even 2 did. So in many ways, it reminded me a lot of Brotherhood, where it was like, we're gonna get you right to the story. We're not gonna, you'll have side things to do, and they'll be mildly interesting. I mean, the side things in this weren't quite as interesting as Brotherhood. I think Brotherhood's still the top one on my list right now, as so far. I mean, I haven't played all the games yet. In fact, we're going to be jumping into 4 right after this. So it might be the top one. Who knows? But the story was serviceable. I mean, it was enough to kind of get you around the different areas and do kind of some interesting things. I think if I were to look at this from an objective perspective, it looks like to me that they were using this sort of as a test bed. Like, it was like, let's let's try something. Some of the things that we probably should have tried in Assassin's Creed 3, but they were too scary. So let's just try them in this sort of smaller thing, and see what works and what doesn't. Like the whole costume change thing was actually pretty. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't the most fantastic thing in the world, but it wasn't terrible either. It was kind of utilized at the beginning, but not so much towards the end. I mean, I know it's an Assassin's Creed game and most people are just going to want to be the assassin all the time. I mean, I do too. So I can kind of see why they were like, yeah, that's not going to work. Everybody wants to just be the assassin. But it was an interesting test. It wasn't horrible. I mean, you could see them testing all the naval stuff, which from what I understand is really prominent in 4. Yeah, it was weird that they didn't have any fast travel. I mean, the maps were still pretty big. I mean, they weren't so big that it felt like a slog getting across them. I think the only map that really felt like a slog was the bayou, because there was so much water to navigate, and the boats were not the greatest. They were definitely Assassin's Creed boats, Assassin's Creed 2 boats, definitely. But I mean, beyond that, it wasn't terrible. It was a nice little romp. It was short. It was to the point. The story could have used some more cohesion, definitely. Really didn't feel anything for any of the characters. The twist at the end felt contrived. I mean, it sort of makes sense from a high level that, the stepmother was, evil and was a Templar and was manipulating everything. But, she wasn't enough of a character throughout the game to make it impactful, right? It's like haha, all these people that you thought were on your side are not. And it's like, well, I barely know these people, you know what I mean? So it didn't really give that much of an impact. The same with Agate being her father and all that stuff. I mean, sure, okay, but he wasn't really. There wasn't enough development of his character, I felt like, to really have any impacts when that information came out. And it kind of makes logical sense too. So it's like, if you're really thinking about it, you're like, oh, he's probably knows her better than she realizes, kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, they had all the side stuff. Most of the side stuff seemed very straightforward and good. I will say, comparing this to Assassin's Creed 3, this is more of an Assassin's Creed game than Assassin's Creed 3 was. Assassin's Creed 3 felt like a generic action game. This one, especially control-wise, felt like an actual Assassin's Creed game, right? Compared to the ones that came forward. Now, obviously, at some point in the future here, we kind of skew off into just action game territory, and I don't know how Assassin's Creedy it's going to feel, but at least from someone who's played 1 and 2 and Brotherhood and Revelations and all that stuff, and now, Liberation, I feel like those are definitely Assassin's Creed games. This felt like an Assassin's Creed game. The controls were a lot better than Assassin's Creed 3 with the high visibility and all that stuff. Much more like, in fact, almost identical to it. And 3, one of the big negatives of 3 that I had was the control scheme. It was just terrible. And 3 felt like it wanted to be I don't know. It felt like it wanted to be almost like a walking simulator, like not even a walking simulator, more like a visual novel kind of thing. Like it was really heavily emphasizing the story to its detriment, because the characters were terrible and the story was I mean, the story could have been good, but it was just it was just like, and the setting was just, it would have been a good setting if it had been actually utilized. Like the setting, the set pieces were just not even that great. It was a lot of empty open land stuff. It was a lot of just generic looking forts, and just a whole lot of running through nonsense, and getting attacked by wolves and then getting berated for not skinning wolves, and which really had no benefit. I mean, I went through that game and I didn't buy any weapons, really, hardly any, and it's just like it was nothing. This one felt more like 2. It felt like they took Assassin's Creed 2 and they updated it into a new engine, and it felt more, what's the word I'm looking for? It felt more true to the formula that we've seen up to this point. You know what I mean? And with some added, flavor here and there, with the outfits and all that stuff, and changing the outfits and things, which is actually more on point with Assassin's Creed than anything else. Up to this point, every game in the series, I don't know if this changes in the future, but every game in the series so far has tried something new. Now 3 kind of departed way off into left field, I feel like, and it was a little bit too far off into left field. But Liberation was kind of, it feels like it was the intermediate step that probably 3 should have been, maybe. But we'll see, because I'm going to also pop into 4 here, and 4 might be even more of a departure. I don't know. I've seen a little bit of it. I've seen people play a little bit of it. It looks like it's got mostly the same controls and stuff that we know and love, but I don't know. I haven't followed the story enough to know what it's like, and I haven't really, like, I've popped in and out of people like streaming it and things, but I haven't really paid that much attention to it. Just kind of hear things in the background, I don't know what the naval combat's going to be like, because I know in 3 the naval combat I didn't really like too much, but then again, a lot of it had to come down to the controls, and I don't know if the controls are better in 4 or not. So that's what we're gonna find out. But anyway, I think generally, all in all, Liberation was not bad. If you compare this to 3, I spent more time off camera in this game than I did in 3. In 3, when the camera stopped, I did nothing in the game. I didn't want to play it or anything. This one, I actually sat down and played some things. I went and got, did some side things here and there, did all the Citizen E stuff, it had me a lot more interested, despite its obvious, flaws with the story and whatnot. But yeah, I think that just about covers it, friends. I think that just about covers it. I don't know how much more I can talk while the credits are rolling, but it's yeah, I think that covers pretty much everything. So for those who will be watching the recording on the YouTubes and other various sites, thanks so much for watching. And for those on stream, hang on, stay here. I'm gonna kind of remove my face and for a moment or two until the credits are completed. I like to let the credits run through, because all these people, despite what I might feel about the game, they all deserve recognition for their work. And once the credits are finished, I will pop back in and we'll start Assassin's Creed 4. But anyway, for those watching or who will be watching the recording, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next series.